What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So in today's video we're going to be working on the 240. Now if you guys watched a few videos back, I did the full front end overhaul and it feels amazing. It feels brand new, but I do feel like something is loose, so I'm going to be torquing everything to spec once again. I already did that when I did everything, but I figured it doesn't hurt to do a full nut and bolt on the front suspension and on the rear suspension. But I'm probably going to do that off camera just so you guys don't have to see me tightening up every single bolt and adjusting the torque wrench to what the torque specs are and all that. But I did get some new wheels. So these are Model 5 reps. So if you guys know, those are some really cool wheels. But nowadays they go for about 500, roughly 500 a wheel. So I picked up this whole entire set of reps for under what one wheel would cost. So I don't plan on keeping these forever, but I think they are the perfect spec that I need because I don't know anyone with wheels this spec, and it's kind of hard to buy nice wheels without knowing the specs since I don't want to run spacers and all that. Right now I'm currently running stock 350Z wheels and they're really sunken in, but they are also really unaggressive. They're plus 43, which is just such a weak spec. And I bought these back here. These are the rears. The lower control arms affect it almost as if you had a spacer forever. So you can't really run wide wheels. I mean, you can unless you pull your fenders and all that, but I don't want to do that. So I believe these are the perfect specs as to what I want to run. 18x9 plus 30 plus 35. So I'm just gonna put these on for a while. I'm not gonna put them on today. As you can see, tires are all messed up. Plus, these aren't even the tires that I would like to run. I would like to run a little bit of a smaller tire, a little bit more stretch. But yeah, they're pretty beat up. I do plan on painting them. Gives me something to do. Doesn't hurt to have some rep wheels. But for today, we're just gonna be testing out fitment. Kind of just cleaning this car up a little bit. This roof, man, I need to wrap this black. I said I was gonna wrap this black when I got the car and I never did. So if you guys know me, man, I literally go to the tire shop at least 2 times a month, which is absurd. I need my own tire machine, that way I could do my own thing. But man, I'm addicted to changing my wheels. I've already changed my wheel setup on this car. I think I've already had like 6 different wheel setups on this car since I've had it. I've had it for I think 6 months. So yeah, I go through wheels and tires pretty often. So yeah, I'm a good friends with the owner of the tire shop, so that's not a big deal. And I'm friends with a lot of the workers there. I've been going for a few years now, so it's not that big of a deal. But we're gonna head over there. TC Tires, if you guys know them, if you guys are in Ontario, definitely check them out. They're super cool people. So we're gonna go there and get these swapped, throw them on the front. And I let my neighbor borrow my torque wrench, so I can't torque up my whole suspension. But by the time I get back, he should give me my torque wrench back and it should be all good. I just got back. I ended up buying 2 new tires. Here they are. So I ended up getting 215/35s, and then I had these 215/40s that I just mentioned. So these are going to be the rears. They have a little bit more tire on them. The fronts are going to have a little bit less tire, a little bit less sidewall, meaning more stretch. So I should have better fitment. Trying to get to as close as I can to fender to lip. But now I'm going to see if I can clean these up. And if I can clean them up, then I won't have to paint them. But I think, regardless, I do want to paint them because I have a really cool paint that I would like to use. It would just make the wheels pop even more. It's also silver, but it's just a more eye-catching silver. So I'm going to probably spray those. But for now, I'm going to get them cleaned up because they're really dirty. You can see, just filthy. So this is the stretch. It's not anything crazy. Some people might think it's crazy. It's a very mild stretch. The rear has more stretch, but it also has a taller sidewall. So if I were to put these on the front, it would be rubbing when I turn. So that's why I ended up going with 35, because that's originally what I had over here. But you can see these are showing wire, so that's why I didn't end up taking these off and swapping them over. I just said I'll buy new tires. That way, whoever buys these wheels off of me, these Z wheels, they can have newish tires. So yes, they do have wire, but I mean the tread is literally brand new. This side is brand new. So if you have camber, they're perfect. If you have no camber, you just want to burn them, use them as some drift spares, these are perfect because these tires are literally pretty much brand new. They just have excessive camber wear. So this is what they used to look like, all dirty. Looks like whoever had these didn't take care of them. And this is what they look like now. So yes, they do have some blemishes, some paint chips, but just a quick clean and it looks like a whole new wheel. So I think I still want to paint them, but I'm just gonna see how clean I can get them. That one has some overspray. I believe it can come off. I tried scrubbing some of it off and it slightly came off, but the barrel has a lot of red on it. So if I can clean that one up, then I think I might leave them. If I can't clean it up, I'll just paint them and make them look brand new. But man, this style of wheel just looks so good. The twin 5-spoke. There's a lot of wheels out there that look like this, but they look really nice, especially like that with the concave. I've spent the last probably 2 to 3 hours wet sanding and polishing these wheels, and they look so much better. They're so clean that they look white, but they're really nice metallic silver. So I'm gonna throw them on the car, see how they look, see if you could really see how bad they are and all the little nicks, and probably take them off and paint them just because I would like to make them look fresh. But I also don't like painting wheels because they're, in my opinion, there's never anything as good as OEM like finish, even if it's a knockoff brand. The original paint is always better than spray paint, so that's why I'm trying to make them look as nice as I can for now, and then if I really have to, then I'll paint them. But yeah, now I'm gonna test fit them on the 240. If all my calculations are correct and everything, they should be right where I want them. The lip of the rim should be like right here, barely, and the tire should be nice and tucked, and it should look perfect. So gonna quickly polish that one up. I didn't polish this one up, so it's a little dirty and has some water spots. So I'm gonna quickly polish this one and then throw them on the car and see how they look. Damn, it's not fully seated on right now, but sheesh, that's pretty much perfect fitment. Now I gotta put them on and see how bad it rubs, because I know this is gonna rub for sure. Man, that's a dope shot. These wheels look like Ferrari, and with it being a red, a bright red. Alright, so here I have the two rears. They are all nice and clean. You can see inside of here and in the lug nut holes there's a little bit of overspray, but this silver just looks insane. Like, it looks so good. The camera might not pick it up. It's picking it up a little bit right there. But yeah, tires are a little dirty because I got some soap on them. But I have the two rears right here, and I have my Z wheels in the bottom. But man, does the 240 look so good. I think I'm just gonna leave it like this. Have two pairs, have these in the front and those in the back, just because these are a lower offset, so it gives me like that perfect fitment. And these are actually those are a higher offset, these are a lower offset, so these stick out more. And I love the way my rear fitment is. It's literally like super tight, like you can't fit anything in there. Like if you get a credit card, it gets stuck. So back is perfect on both sides. The front, as you can see, there is a lot of rubber, so camera might make it look like it's not that tight, but it's actually pretty tight. There you go. I have to pull this fender out a little bit, but when I first did it, I didn't want to pull it out too much. So this one rubs a little bit more. You can see that all the words and stuff are all sticky from rubbing. So I'm gonna have to pull this fender out a tiny bit, just roll it a little bit more, just because it's rubbing. And then also my fitment is so tight that when I hit a bump or something, it rubs right on the edge of the lip. I don't know if the camera's gonna pick it up, but right here, right on the lip, it literally just touches it. So that's like perfect. Like, it doesn't hit that much, it's just a tiny little scrape. which is just insane. And then I don't know if I showed you guys, I had to shave away my calipers a little bit in order to get the wheels to fit. I know this is a pretty common thing to do, so I had to do that. So my front fitment is like A1, right where I want it. My rear fitment is A1, right where I want it. So car's looking real good. It needs a paint job, but like this just looks so nice. Tuck in the rear just a little bit, front nice and flush. Just in case anyone wants to know, 18 by 9 plus 15 on a 215/40, 18 by 9 plus 30 with a 215/35, and I have 40mm extended lower control arms, so it gives it the effect of a spacer. In a sense, I am not running any spacers, that's just the way they're bolted on. I know I didn't get any driving clips. Yesterday I was just driving the whole day with my friends, cruising all night, just making sure it doesn't rub or anything, and it's pretty good. So I'll try to get some videos in the future of me actually driving it. But that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Peace out.